Hello, beautiful people. Thank you so much for tuning in, watching, and listening. This is going to be the March 2023 reading for the zodiac sign of Scorpio. As always, my readings are very intuitive, so I'll provide you with any intuitive messages that I receive, as well as the meaning of the tarot cards. I do, however, recommend you check out your sun, moon, and rising just to get a full picture of everything that's going on for you this month. And if you haven't done so already, please do subscribe to my YouTube channel. When you subscribe, that helps me greatly, and you'll be notified when I post new content. I apologize in advance, I'm not feeling the best today, so you can probably hear that in my voice. Hopefully you can understand me okay still. But anyways, let's go ahead and jump in, Scorpio, and get started. In column number 1, we're going to take a look at what's wrapping up and coming to a close, so last few weeks or month. Column number 2, we're going to take a look at what's coming for the month of March. We're also going to do a money column, a love column, and the 5th and final column. We're going to do a message from our future self or spirit guides. We'll also do 3 yes or no questions, a crystal of the month, and a healing note for you. But again, let's go back to column number 1, what's wrapping up and coming to a close. We have the card, I feel connected. I like this. So Scorpio, this I think has a lot deeper meaning than people may think. Being connected is about being connected to yourself, being connected to your heart, being connected to your mind, being connected to those around you, the world, being grounded to earth. It's really, really easy to get disconnected, or for one of those things I just listed to be disconnected. So I like this. This is well-rounded energy, well-grounded energy. But let's take a look and see what messages we have here. Okay, first up we have the Justice card. The Justice card is a card that's always favorable for you, Scorpio. This is like cause and effect type situation. Because of this action, now this is the result. Typically that's positive too. That can sound a little negative, and I don't mean it to be. But this is also like truth coming out too, so finding out some sort of information. But it's like something being brought to light. Maybe things weren't like being recognized the way they should, or information shouldn't have been shared the way it was. So this is that truth coming out. The Justice card is also really good in terms of contracts, legal matters, things of the court. These are all things that fall as positive outcomes with the Justice card. The next card that we have is the Ace of Swords. Anytime we have an Ace card, it's a card of newness. With the case of Ace of Swords, this is new idea, new conflict, new clarity. Again, this is definitely leaning heavy on the clarity piece. It's something wasn't in the light before, truth wasn't shared before, and now it is out. At the bottom here, we have the Nine of Swords. The Nine of Swords is a card of anxiety, grief, worry. Could be depression. There were some low feelings, but I do think they were corrected with whatever this information was. There was almost some angst about the unknown here, but again, it does seem like the truth has come out here, Scorpio. The information you were looking for is out. The first card that we have is the Two of Swords. The Two of Swords is a card of having to make a decision. I'm trying to figure out what this decision was. I actually think that this could have been information you were withholding, and maybe information that you shared. So it was the decision to share or not share here, Scorpio, which is interesting to see, and that's definitely what was causing some of the anxiety. It was like not sharing the information. We have the Nine of Swords, which again is that card of anxiety, worry, nightmares, something that's bothering us so bad that it's keeping us awake at night. So again, you were either worried about sharing the information or worried about finding out the information, it seems. And at the bottom here, we have the Three of Pentacles. This is a card of collaboration, a card of communication. So again, it makes sense because it sounds like the truth is out, whether it was from you or you were on the receiving end. Okay, let's take a look at our next column, which is just general, what's coming for March. We have the card, I Will Hope. This is meaning there's something you're hoping for, praying for, manifesting, whichever those words fits closest for you. But again, there's something we're hoping for this month, Scorpio. One thing to keep in mind when we see the I Hope card, it's really important that we stay hopeful and not get discouraged. But taking a look at our cards, first up we have the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is typically a love card. This is like Prince or Princess Charming, knight in shining armor type vibes, like the epitome of what you're hoping for with love. Very romantic, very proposal-like. Could be marriage, could be a new relationship. Typically love type energy though. The Knight of Cups though can also just be a new opportunity, but again, it's like the ideal opportunity, the opportunity you've really been seeking or wanting. The next card that we have is the Empress card. The Empress card is a card of creation and a card of abundance. I'm not sure what you're hoping for, but it sure seems like it's coming here. So if you want love here or this new opportunity, if that's what you're hoping for, it's definitely coming. The Empress is very much so an enabler. You can create whatever you want. So not only are you hoping for it, you're actually creating it at the same time here, Scorpio, which is really nice to see. The Empress can also be a card of fertility or pregnancy. So if you're hoping to grow your family, this is a good card for you. And at the bottom here, we have the Hermit. The Hermit is about going within for clarity. If you see the light in the lantern, that's the light within you. And sometimes we need to check in with this light and make sure we're satisfying this light. Like, are we doing things that feel good to us? Are we doing things that are fulfilling our path and our purpose? And it definitely seems like this will be. So again, this is the thing you're hoping for, the light that you've been looking for. We have coming up twice, that lantern with the light now. But not only is it coming true, like you're, again, hoping and creating it at the same time. Look at those, all major arcana clarifiers here. At the top we have the Sun card. In terms of good card in the tarot deck, it really doesn't get much better than the Sun card. The Sun card's a card of material happiness, joyous outcomes, success. This is going to make us really genuinely, truly happy, whether again it's relationship or opportunity. It's going to be wildly successful. It's going to bring us true joy and happiness. The next card that we have is the Judgment card. The Judgment card is a card of clarity typically. This is like finding out information. This can also be a decision though, and so it's like the decision to start creating this path that you want. Again, we're not only hoping for it, we're creating it at the same time. And at the bottom here we have the Star card. The Star card is again a card of clarity, so this is doing things that feel good, knowing what we want, knowing what our next move is. The Star card is also a card of renewal and hope. Hope being a key word here for you too. I actually said this at the very beginning. Don't lose hope. Make sure you can continue to renew your hope. Don't become hopeless at any point. But I think you're going to see a lot of quick wins really quickly. So I don't see a lot of you losing hope, but it's important that you don't. Again, though, we're not only hoping, we're creating at the same time, which is neat. It doesn't really... we don't need the hope to be successful, but don't lose hope. Okay, now let's take a look at our next column, which is anything related to money. We're going to do a quick card here. It says, keep a sum of cash available so that it is around you to remind you of the bond you are building with money. In this column, we're going to talk about anything related to money, job, career, finances, businesses you run, investments you have, anything that you associate with money. First, we're starting off with a strong one. We have the King of Coins or the King of Pentacles. This is a card of being very solid, practical, and wise. Make sure you're making solid, practical, and wise money choices. If you have a savings goal, make sure you're adhering to it. If you have a budget, make sure you're adhering to it. The King of Coins can also be a really good investment card. So some of you could have a new investment opportunity, and typically these are really wise, strong investments. So definitely some new investments coming in. The next card that we have is the Hierophant. The Hierophant is a card of being very traditional, being very conventional. What I'm hearing is you need to be a little rigid with your money. So maybe don't go after the riskiest investment, or again, make sure we're saving like we said we would, or following the budget like we said we would. For some reason, the Hierophant is coming through as just kind of rigid, being a little strict with yourself this month. At the bottom here, we have the Tower card. The Tower card is a card of unwanted change. I always say ABC happens or you plan for A, B, C, and D, E, F ends up happening. So these kind of things that derail us, not what we wanted, not what we expected. I will say though, in the long run, the nice thing about the Tower card is it's like a course correction card. So the Tower card is going to put you on the right path, even though maybe you didn't want to hear it, maybe you didn't want it at that time. So it does seem like there's going to be something career or financial that is going to be unexpected and likely unwanted, but let's take a look here. So we have the Tower card coming up again, so echoing that same message I just said. Keep in mind though, like I said with the Tower card, although it's unexpected and unwanted, something's going to pop up. It is going to course correct though and be for the good later on. Perhaps that's why we're being a little rigid with our finances this month. You may have like some sort of unexpected expense that pops up with the Tower card. The next card that we have is the Magician. The Magician is very focused creativity. It's about turning your visions into reality. The way to accomplish your goals is by following the plan here, Scorpio. So that kind of rigor that we were talking about with money, being a little rigid with money this month, it's an enabler. It's if you want to buy a house, well, following your budget and saving money like you plan to is a really, really good way to accomplish that. So this is basically saying being a little bit more rigid this month is going to help you accomplish those goals you have. At the bottom here, we have the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords is a card of like gossip, prying eyes. I call it like water cooler talk sometimes. I will say like try and stay away from like pyramid scheme things. If something sounds too good to be true, it probably is too good to be true. So just kind of steer clear of things. I don't know that that's the Tower moment, but I would try and stay away if possible. Like if somebody's like, hey, can I borrow money? Or I found this new thing where you can make $500 overnight or something. Just be cautious of those type of things. Okay, now let's take a look at our next column, which is anything related to love. We have a quick love message up first. It says, friendship, nurture the bonds of friendships within your relationship, and your love life will dramatically improve. In this column, we're going to talk about anything related to love, family, friends, children, marriage, whatever you associate with love, Scorpio. First, we have the Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords is kind of a dark, gloomy card. It's a card of low feelings. It's feeling like you're in a low place. I'm not sure exactly what's happening here, but we are feeling like we're in a low place with some relationship. The next card that we have is the Two of Swords. The Two of Swords is a card of compromise. Perhaps we've been like compromising and trying to make things work and it doesn't feel like it's working. And that's what's driving those Ten of Swords feelings. At the bottom here, we have the Six of Swords. The Six of Swords, though, indicates some sort of transition and a transition for the positive. This is like some sort of necessary situation. Whatever this is that's happening needed to happen, and then it's actually projecting us forward. On your standard tarot deck, you'll see like a boat, and the boat is heading in a forward positive direction. So maybe you could be moving or relocating. But whatever this is that has us feeling low, has us feeling like compromise, it does seem like in the month of March that energy is going to shift. So I'm really glad to see that for you. Let's take a look at our clarifiers and see what we have coming up here. First up, we have the King of Cups. The King of Cups is very supportive, very tolerant, very empathetic. Again, I feel like you've been putting in effort to make this work. You've been trying to be understanding. You've been trying to be empathetic. You've been trying to be supportive. And for whatever reason, this relationship's just kind of sitting in a low spot still. The next card that we have is the Empress. The Empress is a card of creation and a card of abundance. And I just feel like we aren't, again, getting the results that we're hoping for here. But it does, again, seem like the energy is going to shift with the Six of Swords at the bottom. And on top of that, we have the Page of Cups. This is like saying hard work's going to pay off. Continue to put the effort in when we see the Page of Cups. This is also very much so a love card. So this could be a new relationship coming in that's going to help with getting us back on track. or this could be the existing relationship kind of correcting. But in general, the Page of Cups is a good card, and we're on a positive transition card there at the bottom. So ride it out a little bit longer. I know things are kind of in a low spot, but they seem to be correcting there for you. Now let's take a look at our fifth and final column, which is a message from our future self or spirit guides. We have the card, I feel confident. I love this. You should be very, very confident, Scorpio. Keep your head held high this month. Be confident. Don't doubt yourself. Don't question your worth. Being confident is one of the best things you can do for yourself this month, it seems. I keep getting higher and higher as we go there. Let's take a look, though, and see what messages we have coming through here. First, we have the Chariot. Somebody once described the Chariot to me as the vroom vroom card. And what it means is there's action, there's change. It's about being on a journey. And one thing I really love about the Chariot is we don't always know where we're going. Sometimes we're moving, but we don't know where we're moving. And that's okay with the Chariot. The Chariot's going to guide you. The Chariot knows where you've been and where you need to go. So I know there's action, there's change, there's movement. But even if you're feeling a little lost, know that the Chariot's here. Be confident that the Chariot is taking you to the right place. This can also be a new vehicle, so some of you could be getting a new vehicle as well. The next card that we have is the Seven of Coins. The Seven of Coins is a card of patience, delayed success, waiting. Again, I think you need to give the Chariot time to get you where you need to go. So remain patient and don't worry. At the bottom here, we have the Eight of Coins. This is a card of working hard, but it's the hard work you put in, then you reap the benefits of it. So again, the work that you've put into this journey to this point, even if you're feeling lost, is going to pay off. So I like to see that with the Eight of Coins. You just have to be confident it's going to work out and remain patient, as mentioned with the Seven of Coins. All right, in terms of clarifiers, if you watched my videos before, you know I love when this happens, when we get the same card right on top of each other. So we have the Chariot on top of the Chariot. Again, there's action, there's change. It's okay if you feel lost. You're going the right way, Scorpio. The next card that we have is the Six of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles is a card of giving or receiving help. I think if you get really stuck here, you're going to get the nudge you need. You're going to get the guidance you need. So don't doubt that. Again, be very confident even if you're feeling lost here. At the bottom, we have the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands is a great card. If you're hoping for more teamwork, this is coming. If you're hoping for more money, the commerce in this card, helping for more money. Maybe you're hoping for some sort of growth or expansion. That's what the Three of Wands is. So again, we're heading towards whatever this is that you want here. So be confident. Okay, Scorpio, at this time I'm going to give you the opportunity to ask 3 yes or no questions. We're going to use the Gypsy Witch fortune telling deck. If you don't have 3 questions in mind, you can pause the video and think of them really quick. But question number 1 is the Ace of Hearts. This is the number 11 card. That's going to be a no. Question number 2 is the Ace of Diamonds. This is number 9 card. That's going to be a no. And question number 3 is the is the Queen of Spades. This is number 42 card. This is going to be a yes. So no, no, yes there for you. We're also going to pull a card from your Healing Stones deck. This is a crystal to keep with you through the month of March. Your crystal this month is Praise, which is good for composure, slow down. Really gives you a nice, profound sense of inner peace. Helps come up with solutions and really lets you trust in life, trust the process. Last but not least, we're going to pull a card from our Healing Notes deck. Your Healing Note says, the practice of forgiveness is the most important factor in healing of ourselves. Thank you so much, Scorpio, for tuning in, watching, and listening. Please do like, comment, subscribe. Let me know how this video resonates with you. Again, subscriptions help me greatly, and you'll be notified when I post new content. If you haven't already, I did include my Venmo in my comments box if you would like to make a donation. But thank you so much, Scorpio, and I hope you have a wonderful February. Oh my goodness, Scorpio. I hope you have a wonderful March. Thank you.